So I just wanted to make quite a sappy thank you to everyone over on the YouTube, as well as anyone who might not have seen this announcement, right? Because I know not everyone's in this Discord, and that's completely fine. Just thank you to everyone who's ever supported me in any kind of way. If anyone who doesn't know, I'm a full-time caster now and analyst for competitive. That's why I don't make as many YouTube videos, but I want to still, obviously. I want to use my competitive knowledge to help you improve you in solo queue too. But the main thing is that I want to thank you for, guys, is that I've been reached out to do EU Masters now, right? I'm going to be on the quarterfinals on the analyst desk. I'm going to be going over to Berlin and go into the LEC studio, which is absolutely crazy, right? Look at the names I'm with. I'm going to be with people like Broxer, Medic, Dagda, all these people who are like established casters. It's absolutely crazy. Look at all these, in studio professional pictures, and it's just me with my picture at home with a cat. It's crazy opportunity, and the only reason I've been able to do this is because you guys have supported me and given me enough time to be able to work on myself to become the best analyst possible. I wouldn't have been able to do this with a full-time job, right? And people over the Patreon, YouTube viewers, coaching clients, you've all let me do this. So thank you. So I want you to have a listen to these two casters.
For a counter, Odo gets a level up. Mercurial Hammer, the stun, the tower, the trade of 1-for-1.
The problem for Odo, though, is look at the size of that wave. You will be able to TP back in a couple seconds, but you're still going to lose out on a good amount of that wave, whereas Photon now can just walk his way back up, hold on to that TP as well. So really good job from Photon to get the trade.
Very nicely done. Small CS.
Okay, so I wanted to use this clip to highlight a very common mistake I see in coaching, and the reason why it's a pro clip is to showcase that even LEC casters can make this error too, because it's a relatively new thing. It's relating to teleport and holding on to TP. Now, I want to make a disclaimer that this is not shade towards the casters at all. This caster is absolutely lovely. He's a brilliant caster. I listen to him all the time, and I'm very impressed by him all the time. His name is Dagda, and he's talking about teleport here. Regardless, I wanted to show that even he could make this mistake, and that indicates how much I see it in coaching. So the problem is the concept of holding onto TP and when you should or should not TP back to lane nowadays, ever since the teleport nerfs. So in the past, what you would do was you would hold onto TP advantage, because if the enemy didn't have TP and you had TP, you had the ability to threaten a teleport down to bot side, which made it so the enemy bot lane never wanted to play aggressive because they were scared of getting teleported on. Okay, and flanked, and that way they could never push, which was brilliant, right? Unfortunately, Riot took away our favorite spell in teleport, and now you can no longer TP behind enemy bot lanes, and there are no more 5v5 Fiestas bot lane. Okay, what does that leave you with? Well, you only really have one option. You can only really teleport top lane. So, what is the mistake I see people make specifically? Well, the mistake is people holding on to teleport for too long, right? When they should be using it, because it's worth using it for 3 to 4 minions of CS and XP, because you can use it for trades and stuff like this as you hit level 6, for example. Otherwise, you're delaying it every single time. What they'll do is they'll hold on to TP forever, in some cases never using it, which is an example I want to show you in the coaching session that I've got lined up in a second. Because they're waiting for that worst case scenario where they have to TP back to lane to bail themselves out, which is what teleport's for, okay? Nowadays, you bail yourself out of situations like this. But not only that, now you should be teleporting back to lane. So the main thing you have to look out for before teleporting back to lane is how likely it is that you're going to die. So let's pretend this is Renekton and Elise. Okay, Renekton and Elise are a really infamous duo for being able to dive extremely well, and when you're versus this, you're almost certainly going to die. So it's better to hold teleport so that you could teleport after you die. Right, so identify based on the game and the champions and the matchup and how well the game is going or how badly the game is going, how likely are you to die? Okay, I'm likely to die. I'm going to save my TP to bail myself out. And that way, when I die, I could teleport back to lane and I won't miss as much because I could teleport back and catch the farm anyway, right? I know I'm going to die and I plan for that to keep TP. But what if you're against, let's say, what doesn't have very much kill threat, okay? Let's say it's a Scion, okay? I mean, Scion's pretty good right now, but it's not as dangerous as a Renekton and Elise, right? So Scion Shyvana, right? No one's going to play these, but they're incredibly weak early. Again, not really, but the point is you're under less threat. You're very much less likely to die to this duo. So if you teleport back to lane, what are you gaining? Right? If you identify you're not going to die, what are you gaining? Well, you're probably not going to miss 3 to 4 CS because naturally, as the waves meet and you're walking back to lane, right? This will take like 30 plus seconds. Minions are going to die as they kill each other and you're not getting them, right? So if you teleport, you will get them. Now, I've seen many examples of this, okay? I've seen it in Twitch chats, right? So, for example, I'm having a bit of fun keeping up with Tyler1's climb, and I've seen in Twitch chat, when he teleports back to lane, someone was typing, why did you teleport? You could have held it, just walk back to lane, then you have TP. the point is, what are you going to use that TP for, right? There's really nothing to use it for, so it was just incorrect. And then I also see it in coaching VODs, right? So this is a Platinum Riven, and it's happening here. The Riven does not identify that they can use teleport to get themselves back to lane and then like not lose as much farm and CS compared to what else are you going to do with it? Well, you could save it for when you die, but you're not exactly going to die to a Cho'Gath, right? Unless the jungler is really scary. And also, you're not going to be able to teleport bot because they took that away. So just teleport back to lane and maintain your XP. But, unfortunately, the Riven, what they opt to do is save TP for the first 14 minutes of the game. This is a really extreme example where the Riven just did not TP at all. So essentially, they're playing without a summoner spell. And they left the wave like this. They did not teleport back, and they ended up missing an entire wave, which meant that he hit level 6, Cho'Gath hit level 6, while Riven was level 5.5. Right? Super extreme, but I'll just show you that she walks back to lane. Right? And yes, Riven can run pretty quickly because she has a lot of gap closers, but she still misses a lot of XP. The wave state's entirely different now. Now it's a cannon wave, and she missed an entire wave. That means Cho'Gath's going to get level 6 first, and it's going to be doomed, right? So, as always, thank you everyone on the Patreon for supporting me. I couldn't do what I do for a living without you. You guys are absolutely amazing. On the Patreon, I post all my coaching sessions. We just about hit 100 yesterday with loads of interesting ones, like a coaching with the Diamond 2 Riven who didn't know how long flash cooldown was. That was interesting. Regardless, thank you again anyway. Guys, this is all the names, and it's getting pretty long, so I really appreciate it. See you guys later.